that there was a bank account from which a person has actually paid 5 crore, but the table shows that it is 1 crore, then of course he can be issued a notice that from where the other money has come to you. So there should be no ambiguity about this point, that if somebody is found to be in possession of money or has paid in a particular year certain amount, if that is not hit by limitation, then of course that can be asked. But as far as this explanation at the moment is concerned, as we have understood in the Federal Board of Revenue, we have made it easy. The market has also to work, and also we have, we were totally unable to bring the whole black money being invested in the immovable property into the surface and tax it. That's why we have found out a in-between a way, which was also agreed by the stakeholder. By the stakeholders, whoever attended those meetings from across the country, they agreed to this minimum table that we have prescribed for them. So having said that, the other important, I think, is this 111 year of discovery. The year of discovery, I think, that provision has been done away with by Finance Act 2010. So now, if, for instance, if the department comes into the possession of for instance, a plot, somebody has invested money in a plot, and it is more than 5 year or 6 year old, and it's outside the mischief of section 122, that the time limit or section 111 within bracket 4, where the return can be asked, then we cannot go beyond that time limit. Even if somebody has made 100 million in a plot, and if it is beyond that limitation, which is available under section 111 within bracket 4 or section 122, then we cannot go. Because the year of discovery has been, unfortunately, done away with. So you cannot go beyond that, although we have tried in this, in the present Finance Act 2016, the limitation of 5 years has been extended for 10 years in the case of non-filer. That limitation has been increased. We were trying to bring in this year of discovery also, particularly when all these Panama and other cases came up. But I think it was not approved by initially, during the discussion, it was not approved by the committee, a higher committee. So that couldn't be done. Now coming to this, I think these are your question. Is one or? If it is beyond 5 years, but that it does not come in the limitation. Even if it is sold, for instance, today, if somebody has acquired a plot 8 years ago, for instance, and he sells out that plot, so there is no capital gain even on that. So that investment, for instance, if he was a filer, for instance, so it is beyond that 5 year or 6 years as per section 122, because in the case of filer, unfortunately, you can reopen the case for 6 years. And in the case of filer, if the return can be asked for 5 years. So I think in that case, that if that is beyond the limitation provided by law, so nobody can ask about the investment, explanation of investment.
आसिफ के सवाल से एक सवाल जो बुनियादी तौर पे सवाल उठता है वो 68 के इधर एक्सप्लेनेशन डाली है. कैन द सब्सटेंटिव लॉ सेज दैट द वैल्यू ऑफ द प्रॉपर्टी विल नॉट बी एक्चुअल बट द वैल्यू प्रिस्क्राइब्ड बाय द डिपार्टमेंट? दैट्स द फंडामेंटल क्वेश्चन. द क्वेश्चन इज दैट 68 इज अ सब्सटेंटिव लॉ, इज अ फेयर वैल्यू लॉ. You are saying that the value of property, irrespective of my actual transaction, will be that which is you are prescribing. Isn't it? Was the rule which was previously there was enough, or that should have been amended rather than 68(4) should be touched upon? I think this has spoiled the law. What I am saying, you cannot say in the law that property will be X you and knowing that it is not X. You know it is not X. So the question is 68.4 is, huh? No, that's what I am saying. That is what I am explaining to you. The first State Bank law was right. It was only saying that it was done, a State Bank valuer will be the valuer. That's not the right concept. The second amendment is theoretically and conceptually a very bad assessment. You are saying that I have bought for 50 crore rupees, FBR is saying it will be 1 crore rupees. So you are saying 4 crore rupees is officially white, black. As Mr. So what I am saying, your rule had already given a protection to tax officers, to the assessees, that you cannot, while doing 111, you cannot do more than. So the right way is still, I would suggest, in the next bill 68.4 should be done away with, and this provision of you have brought in should be brought in the rules rather than the substantive law. Because in this manner you have spoiled the substantive law. You are saying that property will be, I don't know what is the actual value, I am deeming a value as this value. So the FBR table never become a form of the substantive law. This is my suggestion to you, and this will be taken very seriously, because previously you are right. State Bank valuation was only a manner. It was not a valuation. Now you are giving a value, which is substantially wrong. You are saying it's not the actual transaction. And obviously two plots can never be same.
Another very odd thing, the explanation itself says...
No, what I am saying, the explanation conceptually is wrong. Because you are saying that property will be, these two properties are, if they are adjacent, they will be same value. No, it will never be same. Neither transaction will ever be same. Transaction will always be actual. Transaction will always, you want to tax in different manner, you do it some other way. But not to change the fair value concept. Fair value will remain what the fair value is.
I think
Sure.
I
think I'm not able to. असल समझा देगा वो क्या कह रहा हूँ.
I think the concept has been given. I personally think that it should be treated as minimum value.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, right.
Exactly. Yes.
That is the
Yes.
logical way of interpretation.
Yes. And then you will
But on
some
the
decision
other side, I mean, a taxpayer,
The rule में
I mean,
देते हैं.
when you discover that it is 5 crores.
So rule में देते हैं.
No, but the point is that when it is public knowledge and it is being said
Yes.
by the finance minister, by the FBR publicly,
Yes.
that the market value is 5 crores, we have done it 1 crore.
This doesn't
Then
make
you
sense.
can't tax 5 crores.
Yes.
Then you are, because of all the declarations that are being done in the seminars, in the press and everything, everybody is saying that the values, you have still confined the tables to 20% or 30%
Doesn't make
of
sense.
the market value. So thereafter, if in an actual transaction, if for instance you are able to discover that the transaction was 5 crores, not 1 crore through a banking transaction now that you have access to, then if the tax authorities tax that, I think the taxpayer will go to the court
He
and
cannot
the
tax.
government
The
had
rule
already
prohibits them.
declared, not only this law was there, but it was publicly said that we are not taxing you 100%. We have given you this concession.
Excuse me, let me...
I don't know, ultimately it will be
नहीं, नहीं।
decided by the court.
ये क्या बात है?
इसमें कैसे लगेगा तो rule में लिखा है.
Excuse me, let me clarify, please.
So far as my understanding is that definite information, if the department has got the definite information, 111 will be applicable.
Sir, but then what about the rule?
Rule is in respect of application of the purchase price. The minimum
No, it
price.
says about 111. The rule says for the purpose of rule 111.
तीन चीजों के लिए कॉस्ट
हाँ 111 उन्होंने लिखा है उसके अंदर. The question is the rule says 111. Am I right? The question is very clear. लॉ में लिखा है ना 111. पर रूल में क्या लिखा है?
आप थोड़ा होल्ड कर लें, इनको बात करने दें.
देखेंगे एक्सप्लेनेशन भी जो सेक्शन 68 में है,
गलत
it's
है
very
ये technically.
odd. It says, for the removal of doubt, it is clarified that fair market value as determined under subsection 4 and 5 shall be carried out for the purpose of this ordinance only. Now 2 सेकंड के लिए पॉज करें. आज मैं एक प्रॉपर्टी ले रहा हूँ 10 मिलियन रुपीस की. अब मैं 10 मिलियन की एक प्रॉपर्टी ले रहा हूँ, तो स्टैम्प ड्यूटी के लिए रेट क्या कलेक्टर रेट होगा और मेरी इनकम टैक्स की डिडक्शंस के लिए रेट 10 मिलियन होगा. इट्स ऑड. हाउ कैन इनकम टैक्स ऑर्डिनेंस डिक्टेट what should be the value under some other law?